Hi guys, I'm What Beck Sews and welcome back to my channel if you are a subscriber, and welcome if you are new. In my channel we talk about my sewing journey, anything stitch related, and the fact that I'm an absolute fabricaholic. If you want to see more, today we're going to be discussing my March makes. Please stay tuned. This is probably the third or fifth take I've done of this, because every time I've started filming this vlog today, either somebody's walked in the room or the dogs have started going mental next door. So thank you very much for joining me. I know that this video is coming out a lot later in the month than I'd hoped. I have been quite poorly throughout the end of March and in through the beginning of April. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I've had shingles, because I have done nothing but moan about it and how unwell I felt and how rubbish I look. And there's even a few pictures that I have posted on there of me looking awful, but because I wanted to share my makes. So my Instagram name has now changed to What Beck Sews to correlate with my YouTube channel. I thought it would be quite nice. I will pop it in the description box below, but I do share anything that I make on my Instagram if you don't want to wait to the end of the month to see what I've actually been up to or what I've been making. So feel free to pop over and give me a follow. Let's talk about makes then. I started March with my making up my Sew Yellow for Endo entry for the challenge that Jess at So What If I Sew was organising. Now, I really loved this challenge. I am a endometriosis sufferer, and I have actually had a hysterectomy as a result of endometriosis. And I did get involved with some of the lives that Jess was doing. We did a pre-recorded video that she popped up on YouTube. So if you haven't had a chance to see that or any of the others, they are shared. She's got some shared on YouTube and on her Instagram channel. And I highly recommend you go and watch it, because they are very informative to people that suffer with endometriosis, and some of the things that you can look out for, or different things that different people have done and been through. Sometimes it's really nice to hear other people's experiences. So the idea of the challenge was to sew something up yellow. I don't like yellow. It's not a colour I wear very often. I love the colour, but on me it tends to wash me out. And I found a very bright yellow fabric. Well, I say bright. I've seen a few brighter fabrics than this with some of the entries I saw from Sew Yellow for Endo. But this was what I found at a local fabric shop. They're not online, I'm afraid. It's my favourite shop in the world. It's like Aladdin's Cave. I think I got some footage, or tried to get some footage of me filming in there whilst being watched last time. This is the Iris Tee. Now, I love this. I know I've got the black bias, and apologies for those that are probably going, why have you put that on there? It was all I had, and you can't see it when the t-shirt's on. So I know it's there, but you don't necessarily know it's there when it's on, and I will pop a picture in a second. I love the sleeves on this. They're just gorgeous little flutter sleeves. I didn't think I'd like this pattern, if I'm perfectly honest with you. I love the little dart detail that comes down the front. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? Yeah, dart detail that comes down the front. I think that's very pretty. And actually, for quite a boxy shape, because it's got the this bit, the professional name for it, it fits me quite nicely. And actually, the area of my belly that's really difficult with a fit on me, it goes over that lovely. I'll pop a picture in so you can see it on. Now, there is a slight filter on this picture, so it does look a bit brighter than it actually is. Apologies about that. This is very much a true reflection of the colour. Just realised it's not ironed either. It's come out of the wash, so I'm ever so sorry. I was completely prepared. I was just too excited for coming and filming this video. It's been a while. So that was my first make and the first challenge that I took part in. I then took part in the So Frugal challenge, which I made the Peppermint pocket skirt in this abstract linen, which I got from Pound Fabrics at the beginning of the year. I love this make. It's got lovely big deep pockets. It comes together really nicely. It's actually a really quick sew. I was kind of gutted because I fell unwell. I hadn't had a chance to put it on and model it, and I ended up getting my daughter to run upstairs and take a picture of it on the hanger for me so I could actually share it on Instagram to enter into the challenge. I definitely can see some more of these coming into my wardrobe at a later date. I think for me, I may end up making it a bit shorter. So it comes up to about here. I've got quite short, stumpy legs, T-Rex legs, as my other half calls them. And I just think this is just a bit too long. I like midi, but with the way that the pocket skirt is, it's quite a straight skirt. I just think a slightly shorter one might be a little bit more flattering on me. I don't know whether I'll adjust this one though. I do like this one. I'll put a picture in of me wearing it. Now in this picture and the video footage, because I was quite happy that I think this was the first thing I tried on after feeling better, and I got a little bit like, I'm even going to do a video of me walking in it, doing a little nice twirl. Yeah, you could tell I've not been well, and this sort of stuff excites me. It's quite sad, I know. The top I've paired it with is a plain top. It's a birder top. Now, I don't sew very often from the big 4 patterns, I suppose they're described as. I think the instructions are awful in most of them, and I don't tend to like the pattern paper that they come on, and yeah, I just get frustrated by them. But this particular pattern was given to me when I first started sewing, and it's such a simple sew. It's a boat neck tee. I cannot remember the name of the birder pattern, but I will pop it in the description box below. This fabric was from my stash that I'd got from a fantastic stall in Milton Keynes. They are actually going online at some point. They're not online yet, but when they do, I'm sure I'll talk about them again, because I am going to Milton Keynes next week for my daughter's birthday, and I'm sure I'll go and make a sneaky purchase or two. And I paired that with this. Now, I need some plain tops. I need some plain pieces to match my stuff up. I'm very pattern orientated, and when I put this on, I was like, what am I going to pair this with? Now, I had got a cobalt blue cut out of the Mandy boat tee ready to go for the challenge, but got on well and never got it sewed up, so it's currently sitting there in my pile of to make. And I'm a bit gutted because I'd actually printed off quite a lot of free patterns for the Sew Frugal challenge, and I've seen so many beautiful versions of some of the patterns that I'd printed off to make, because I wanted to do more than one entry. I can't believe how many entries went into it from some people. You know, there was a lot, but it was brilliant seeing that many free patterns out there. There was ones out there that I didn't know. I think Becky from Notes from the Sewing Room, she did a galaxy tee, and I've seen it before, and I think it might have even been her channel that I'd seen it before on, but I didn't realise, for some reason, it didn't click that it was a free pattern, and I think it's just stunning. So I have now downloaded that pattern, and that is currently in my makes, and with us coming into the spring summer months, t-shirts is something I will definitely be into, but I love on that particular pattern the detail on the sleeve. So that was my entry for the Sew Frugal challenge. I love the peppermint pocket skirt. I have actually ordered some linens. I do think there'll be another peppermint pocket skirt in there as well. The next thing I got made up in March was, I wore this on St. Patrick's Day. It's green. It's a Tilly and the Buttons Lotta dress. I've made quite a few of these, and I'm actually wearing a Lotta dress today, believe it or not. I made this one last year. See, I have strategically placed you in my room, and you are looking at my bed. Now, there's a lot of people in my house today, which is why I'm up here doing this. But if I don't get it done before I go back to work, it's just not going to get done. But behind the camera is a pile of destruction. I decided at the weekend to get down, and it's because I wanted to share this make with you. I wanted to get this Lotta dress out, and I wanted to get, I've got a gingham Lotta out as well. And I was sitting there thinking, because I have another Lotta cut out, and I'll talk to you about what I've done with this one. And I thought, oh, I might do a vlog on my Lotta dresses, because I seem to have made quite a few. For somebody who didn't like this pattern when I saw it, I don't particularly like the way it is on the model on the front cover, but the ones I've made I love, and I actually really like how they sit on me. So I am debating on sharing, and if it is something you'd like to see, all the different versions of my Lotta dresses, then please let me know in the comments below, and I will try and pull that together when I've made my latest version. So there's a few on there to show you. So this one is in this beautiful, and it's called Carnival Print, or Carnival Carnival Viscose or something like that. Now, I bought this last year from Fabricland, and I did have a look. They don't have any in this colourway on the website, but I think they had a black one with some vibrant print on there, and they had another colourway on there. So I will link that below in the description for you to take a look at if it's something you're interested in. Very, very reasonably priced, and actually I think that's why I bought it, and I've been looking at it going, what do I want to make with it? So the Lotta that I've got on today, I'm on my bed, so this is going to be really difficult to try and show you. There you go. So the Lotta that I've got on today, I did exactly the same thing with this dress here that I've done with this one, and cut it on the short line. Now this isn't the midi version, this is the shorter version, whereas this one here is actually the midi length version. So it comes just below the knees, just below, bit further than just below the knees on me. I'll pop a picture in, because actually I took the pictures on Paddy's Day when I wore the dress, and I've got my green makeup on, I've got this whole green vibe going on, and I think it was just before I got my hair cut and my fringe and everything put back in, and then I got ill and never got to share it with anybody. Now it's too long, and I'll just stop moaning. So feel free to switch off if I'm boring you. I know I waffle. So this, yeah, I love this. I have to say this is one of my favourites, and what I've done is cut at the shortened hairline on the pattern, and it comes just under the bust. So actually I think it fits better and it looks better on than when it comes to my waist and has that kind of overlap, which the one I made in February in the Tilly and Buttons fabric, the polka dot black fabric, I love the make, but I think the way it sits, it just doesn't do my figure any favours. Whereas this, the way this sits, and you can see from the pictures, it does look really, really nice. And I just love the fabric, and I think the green suits and everything, this has got to be my favourite Lotta, I think. So that is my third, well, it's actually my fourth make, but my third make, because I haven't got my plain tee out to show you because it was from the picture on there. So the last make that I got done in March was the Friday Pattern Company Westcliffe dress. Now, I watch every week The Baker That Sews. She releases a video on Sundays, and she'll drop usually one in the week as well. And she's a massive fan of this dress, and I made a t-shirt at the beginning of the year, and it had these beautiful tigers on it from Rainbow Fabrics. She'd used that same fabric to make the Westcliffe dress, and I thought it was stunning. So I thought I really had to try it, and I put a call out on Instagram, and I got loads of my stretchy fabrics out of my stash, and I listed them 1 to 6 and asked people for their opinions, what they wanted. What do they think would be the best one to make this dress up in? And this was the fabric that won. It was this polka dot fabric. Which is great because I can wear this to work. It's perfect workwear one. The only problem with this is I didn't have enough to make the extra tier at the bottom. So it's just a straightforward, it's just a straightforward wrap dress. It's got no bottom tier to it. But one of the things that I loved about it, it comes together really easily. And I don't know if you can see the little bit of gathering there. There you go, there's the gathering. And I think it's just a nice feature. It's something slightly different on the wrap dress. I've got more plans for this. I have ordered some specific viscose fabric in a light colour from Rainbow Fabrics, which I'll share with you when it arrives. And I've ordered quite a few meters of it, so I've got plenty. And it's summery. Now, one of the things that I did do with this was I extended the arms on it because I really, really wanted to wear this. Obviously, with the weather being colder, I wanted sort of a more 3/4 length sleeve. I only had enough fabric to do the 3/4 length sleeve, just to make it that little bit more suited for the slightly colder months, and I can pair it with some tights. But I'll pop a picture in. I haven't actually put this on, so I went and took a photo of this before doing this video because I thought, oh, I need to put that on so you can see me in it. So that is the Friday Pattern Company Westcliffe dress. There are going to be more. So all in all this month, I've had some quite successful makes. And I don't know how, because my sewing machine was really, really playing up in March. But for this month that we are currently in, sorry, it's because we're actually in April. I have made some, again, I've come away from Tilly and Buttons a bit more. There are still some Tilly and Buttons makes in there, but I've made some new patterns. I've tried some new pattern makers as well. And I'm really, really enjoying getting to experiment a little bit more. So what I will do is I will get this video up today, and then I will also film some of the fabrics that I have bought recently that I cannot wait to share with you. I've had far too much time to shop on my hands, having to rest and lay on the sofa and scroll through my phone, looking at all of you lovely people's inspiration, and on Instagram as well, has made me purchase quite a few things that I probably shouldn't have spent money on, but I've had some of them delivered and I will share them with you. I'm going to try and get a fabric haul video uploaded, but then drop that next week. And then I will see you at the end of April as well, where I will share my April makes with you and my May plans, where we talk about Me Made May and my pledge for that month, which I have to say I've had to give a lot of consideration to how I want Me Made May to work for me. So I hope you're all well. I hope you have enjoyed your Easter bank holiday weekend, as I am filming this on the Monday. And I hope you all have a fabulous week ahead, for those that you are still off or for those of you who've gone back to work. Thank you very much for joining me. If you've enjoyed this video, please click subscribe if you want to see more content from me. And if you could give me a thumbs up, that would be great. If you do want to see more and you do subscribe, click the notifications bell, and then you will be notified of when my videos come out. Nice to see you all. Thank you very much. Bye.